What's going on, guys? It's been a minute. It's Rikar here with our first YouTube video in a little while, but this is probably the most requested video since I've gone on my little break here that I just had to make for you guys because so many comments have come through just asking for another review of the Snowstone Higround keyboard. So since I filmed this video, we've been getting a ton of views, a ton of comments, a lot of people asking me, is this keyboard worth it?
Is it worth it?
Like, at the end of the day, I'm gonna let you know here, after a year of using this keyboard, was it worth it? Am I still using it? Is this my primary keyboard? Let's jump right into it. So we're actually a little bit more than a year into using this, closer to about a year and a half from when I actually bought it. And honestly, this keyboard has been spectacular. I love this keyboard, but I will say the bumps in the road that we have had, some people might have just said screw it and been done with it. I will be completely honest. So let's talk about the bumps in the road first, because there's not many of them, but there is a couple.
This is trash talk.
The first thing that I noticed with this keyboard is when I was editing with it. So as I make these YouTube videos, as I'm editing TikToks, anything, you really have to know your macros. And the reason that is because it's a 65% keyboard. You don't have all your extra keys on there. So they program them into it. Like on this, I have to do FN Alt P to print the screen, to like screenshot my entire screen. So it's something you actually use a lot, or there's other shortcuts that you use. It's just, there's a couple things there that you have to get used to. So that's the first entry thing that I noticed as a content creator that I was like, I don't love that, but honestly, it's not that bad once you get used to it. So that's really the only downside we found on the functionality part of it. But we did have one technical issue. By technical, I mean the keycaps were getting stuck. And this is honestly was mind-blowing for me because I've had a bunch of other keyboards and I've never had this issue before. This is the first time I've gone to like a smaller company though. Like in the past, I've used Corsair, Logitech, all that stuff. So I'm sure that they have a little bit higher performance when it comes to like creating millions and millions of things. And so I reached out to Higround because my keycaps were getting stuck, and it was only a few of them. It was like my control key, my shift key. And so editing was a nightmare, and I was just like over it. I was like, these keycaps move so smooth. I have no idea how we could possibly be having issues. Like, it is so smooth. And so I reached out to him and I was like, hey, can you just like send me the keycaps for these ones that are getting stuck? Because seriously, I love the keyboard, but the buttons are getting stuck. Like, if you're not going to send me a whole new keyboard, can you just send me the keycaps? And so they were like, oh yeah, cool. If this doesn't work, we'll send you a new keyboard. It was fantastic customer service. I will say their delivery process is a little slower than like I would want because it's a small company. It's not like Amazon where you get something at your door the same day. So over the years, you just kind of got used to that. So I had to wait a little bit, and honestly, they got to me. I replaced the keycaps with the tool that came with the keyboard in the box, and I have not had an issue since. That probably happened a month into using the keyboard, and smooth sailing since. So that's the only issue I had with the keyboard. And if you had that issue as well, just asking for new keycaps because it was perfectly fine. I replaced like 4 of them, no issue since. So there was obviously something just wrong with the making of them. You couldn't even see it from like that, like the visual point of it. I was like, I have no idea what's wrong with these, but let's try. So that fixed that. And that's where the end of the issues end with this keyboard, to be completely honest. I've had almost 0 issues with it other than those 2 simple things. And I've been using this a lot. I've used it for tons of different things. Like I said, I edit everything. I play high level games. Like I was playing high diamond level Valorant. I've been playing World of Warcraft. I've been playing Fortnite. I've been playing all the games. And honestly, it probably hasn't been used as much as some of my other keyboards because I had a kid and moved houses. Obviously, I'm in a different setup than I used to be. Since I think this actually might be the first YouTube video I've posted in this setup. So slowly been working to get back to it. But yeah, this keyboard, I can't say enough about it. Like still to this day, because obviously if you're like a computer keyboard expert, people want to go in, lube your switches, whatnot. I have done 0 anything to this keyboard. It's sitting there. I turn on my computer. I play with it. 0 issues since the keycaps. And so I've been playing a ton of games, probably 1 to 4 hours a night minimum. And so I have not noticed it slowing down at all. It feels fantastic still. The keycap stroke is amazing. And I still, to this day, I will say, this is probably the best purchase I have made in my entire setup, as in like feels good. Like when I pick up my mouse here, I'm like, cool, like the mouse feels good, but like when I use this keyboard still to this day, when I type on it, I'm like, ooh, that feels nice. Like it feels good to use this keyboard. It's super smooth. And compared to like my Logitech G Pro that I had before, I use that for work. So I use both of these on the daily, and I hate typing on that keyboard. Like I use it for work because I just don't want to go out and buy a second keyboard for work. Like it's what it is. It works fine. But when I'm using this keyboard and I'm typing things out, it is so smooth. Like I can't say it enough that like I enjoy using this keyboard. Like it's very, very nice. And then on the gaming side of it, I haven't noticed any performance things. Like everything hits when you need it to. All the buttons press great. Nothing on like the spectrum of gaming would you ever be held back from this keyboard. Like some people are going to tell you need to go get your own custom keyboard that's $700. This thing's going to work great. The Logitech G Pro worked great. I mean, at the end of the day, like this is what you are looking for in this keyboard. Like if you are buying this keyboard, which you can get on sale for $100 right now, if you catch it on one of the major holidays, like right now, I think the 4th of July sale is going on, and you can get this for $100. This is the best keyboard you can get for $100. I will promise you that. And the reason I say that is because I have my brother, my buddy Sam, they've all bought keyboards recently. I've bought keyboards in the past, and for $100, this is an absolute steal. So I don't want to sound like I'm a sales pitch guy here, but seriously, this keyboard is great. If you guys are looking or in the market for a new keyboard, it'll take it about a week or week and a half for it to get to you, maybe 2 weeks, matter where you're at, but it's 100% worth it. I actually just ordered a new mouse pad from them. So maybe if I can somehow make up a video of a mouse pad, maybe I'll throw it in with a different video, because I do have a new PC coming on Friday this week. So I'm very excited about that. We're about to get back into the content creation real big. So if you guys have not been here before, you enjoyed this video, I keep it as real as I can possibly keep it for you guys, because I'm not going to come out here and just tell you something that I don't believe in. So this keyboard, I love it. And I would appreciate if you guys would like the video, subscribe to the channel, and come on back for the next videos, guys. I'm about to jump right back into content creation pretty hard. So I love you. If I haven't seen you in a while, you haven't seen me in a while, say what's up in the comments and let's chat it up. I love you guys. Have a great rest of your day and peace out.